Hello and welcome to another Forge the Lands Forever cast. I'm your host Swkoll, and today we're looking at a game between Killa and Freshy. This was sent to me by Freshy, much thanks to him. Now, looking at build orders, we're seeing Freshy as the Blue Sovereign going 5 pigeons in second land. Killa is going 5 pigeons in second air. Killa's also sending out a first mech marine, because he's UEF, second mech marine as well. Freshy also sending out first 2 hunters. These may miss each other. They just barely miss each other. And so might these. That's good. 2 scouts to follow them up. Now this mech marine has been seen by Freshy. He will react by sending his ACU to kill it. But it's too fast, so it will run away. He spots the second one. Hunter's now arriving in Killa's base. This one looks like it'll be going around, but this NG is guarded with a tank and scout. NG goes down. Freshy. He's got something against that mech marine, but it won't do much. Hunter's now to be cleaned up by a striker. Right now it runs away behind the hill. Doesn't kill anything. This hunter makes it safely into the back of Killa's base. Freshy now sitting around. Mantis should chase this low health mech marine away, but no, they're headed their separate ways. Interceptor now coming out from Killa, opting to now use his second air for air production rather than engineers. Kill has cleaned up quite nicely. He's got his engineers well guarded. Now has a bomber coming in. A bomb right there. That'll be a beautiful bomb. And it looks like it might make it. Right on the mark. A beautiful bomb. Takes out 3 engineers and stops the power spam. Flak is now being forced out. Freshy sets up a mini base over here. Factory and 3 pigeons. Freshy Killa now will be using his ACU. Someone is messaging me on FAF. It's probably Freshy. I'll check later. 3 mantis lying in wait. And a snoop goes down. Air now coming out from Freshy minute 6. He's produced quite a bit of flak. Now there's a fairly sizable Air Force. 5 kills on the Scorcher. And now we're seeing Manti and Medusas moving up the left and right sides of the field. Killa now taken all the middle mass extractors. We'll now head over to the right choke point. Freshy being very aggressive here. Managed to get 3 Manti through. That already can take out that. And it takes out the radar. Does Killa have a backup radar? Does not look like he does. So now he's going in blind. That should be cleaned. That bit should be cleaned up, but another force is now coming in. Now force of Killa, 4 striker tanks against 3 Manti and a Medusa. Very even, but I have to say the tanks will probably clean up. 10 kills for Killa, 2 for Freshy. Freshy now pushing hard into Killa's base. Looks looks like minimal damage will be done, but some nice wrecks will be left. He needs to target fire something. Nice veterancy on these Manti. We've got to keep running though. Freshy now using his ACU to push through the middle. And Killa's now setting up point defense. Very successful Manti. Doesn't care that he's being chased. Now a big push coming out from Freshy through the left side. Takes out a point defense and the engineer trying to make it. Very good advantage for Freshy at this point. He's got good map control. And he's got very nice Manti. A double veterancy Manti, that's not something you usually see. You need 6 kills. Now a sneaky attack through the right side from Killa. His ACU is now pushing through. I'd like to see an ACU upgrade from either player to tip the balance. Freshy probably has the power, but not the math. He's going for teching. How much teching from Killa? No teching at all. He doesn't really have the map control to do that. Now a massive push coming in from Freshy. Takes out the Hydro Factory radar. Killa now being under heavy fire, but this force is now sandwiched between 2 larger forces. Reinforcements now being sandwiched between a point defense. Good thing Medusas have stun on them. Killa goes down to below half health. And the force is cleaned up after taking out pretty large casualties. Was he using that power? No. Killa has enough power to operate his base without that. Now forces are regrouping from Killa as Freshy's ACU retreats. We see a 6th factory, no, a 7th factory coming up from Killa, and we have Tech 2 Land now producing Rhinos. Wait, no, Stealth, that's Stealth. And Wangers. Not exactly sure why Wangers. There's no water on this map. But I guess they're a decent Tech 2 tank in their own right. Also have a weak torpedo. Only slightly better than the Bricks torpedo. Very nice Lobo fire. Taking apart this Manti force. Now we're seeing an undefended push from Killa. This should take out at least 3 mexes. Forces being diverted. Killa's ACU now coming in, has got 1 veterancy. Freshy's ACU will be reclaiming. Wait, no, the force from Killa's now being diverted. Down the right side. Reinforcements are coming in to back up the ACU. Freshy's got to run. Could be caught in a very tight spot here. He needs to dodge that arty. Wanger now coming out in defense. Though Killa finding himself without a force. Taking a lot of Manti fire. Brings his tanks in to reinforce it. But Wanger should serve as a meat shield, at least temporarily. Tech 2 point defense trying to get completed. I don't know if that will. The forces move across. Well, 1 Tech 2 point defense already complete. Also, very nice air numbers from Freshy. Let's see, we've got 12 interceptors, 3 interceptors. So Freshy firmly has air. Freshy, no upgrades, sitting around. More Tech 2 point defense is now going up. Kill trying to send his force all the way into the back of Freshy's base. Meanwhile, he's rallying a force over here. He's got Tech 2 land. He's making pillars. He's got flak. Now, more forces being rallied. How much teching are we seeing? We got... Let's see. Plus 30 mass. Plus 36 mass. So slight mass advantage for Killa. TMD. That would be useful if Freshy was making TML. Which he isn't. But without air, you can't really know that. Very effective raiding units now being chased by wangers all over the battlefield. They took out 3 mexes. A very critical land battle right here. Lots of Tech 2 in support of Freshy, and they should win it. Meanwhile, another push across the right side of the battlefield from Killa. Tech 2 point defense should at least delay that. They're deciding to retreat and to regroup. Tech 1 point defense being very useful. Needs to have RD target it. Now, Freshy's forces now caught out of formation, being massacred by pillars and Tech 1 point defense. And the ACU. Mobile TML coming out from Killa, looking to take out some Tech 2 point defense. They managed to take out one of them. Forces now retreating from Freshy. Wangers coming in to reinforce this force. Multiple Tech 2 flags in here. He may be expecting gunships, but we're not seeing Tech 2 air. Just continued Tech 1 spam. These forces have to move so they don't get hit by the mobile TML. Now we should see an engineer coming to reclaim all this mass. There are some Tech 2 wrecks in there. Now Killa getting the gun. Woo. Now TML stationary coming out from Killa, looking to do some major damage to mass extractors. Tech 1 bombers targeting mass extractors. Now a massive push coming out from Freshy. More people messaging me on FAF. Not you, me. Now this push should be successful. Stationary TML now coming out. Tech 2 flak going to work. Freshy just lost a large amount of his air force there. Now this force right here, there's no stationary defenses. This might actually be successful. Tech 1 bombers trying to take out Tech 2 units, occasionally being successful. Got one right there. Got the tank, but now air superiority in the hands of Killa. And now Tech 2 mass extractors being destroyed. He's lost 3 of them. Must be mass selling pretty hard. Yes. His economy is in ruins. He's got forces in the back. They attempted to take out... Oh, that's painful. 36 health on a Tech 2 mass extractor. A mech marine could kill it at this point. A scout could kill it at this point. Now small force rallying at the middle. And now Freshy sending up factories probably to reclaim. Now large amounts of Tech 2 point defense being built along the side of the map. And a creep planned from Killa. TMD now out. Should prevent any further missiles. Killa with the gun, pushing in against the Tech 2 force, but failing because he is downhill of them. Already being very successful. Stationary TML. Now we'll be taking out fortifications and these mexes. And she's prepared to reclaim. Tech 2 flak continuing to make Killa air superior to Freshy. Tech 2 point defense continuing to be very effective. Mobile TML will be able to take out these Tech 2 point defense once they get close. Looks like this factory will be the next target. Things not looking too good from Freshy. He's lost air. He's lost air really badly. He's getting his first flak out now. Or he's got multiple flaks. Plan is to kill him now. Needs to get this air out of here. Not going to be helpful. Getting shot at by flak. Now a massive rallying force from Freshy pushing up at retreating forces. Now we're seeing stationary TMD, Tech 2 point defenses. This will be very hard not to crack, but maybe with the Cybran TML they might be successful. Flapjack's now kiting, as much as the missile can kite. 3 wangers should not be sufficient. Well, they wouldn't be sufficient if these forces were coming in at... You don't want your force coming in a column. That's sort of what I'm trying to say. You want them all lined up so they can all deal their DPS at once. Now a completely undefended force coming in from Freshy right into Killa's base. No respect. Running past the Tech 2 point defense, using Medusas to stun them. Most of them should be cleaned up. Now Tech 3 land coming out from Killa. Siege bots will clean up the wangers quite nicely. Are we seeing Tech 3 land? He just started it, but he lost a lot of eco from that TML. He probably has a very inferior eco. We're getting plus 43. Wait, what? That isn't right. Oh yeah, plus 48. Lots of reclaim going on. So we'll probably see bricks coming out from Freshy. They're typically the counter to the Titans. More Titans coming out. How long till he switches to Percival? Have more Tech 2 power. Thing to note, Titan has a shield, costs 25 power. But it's very fast, very high rate of fire, especially compared to the Percival. The Percival may have the slowest rate of fire of any stationary, well, of just any land unit that isn't a missile launcher or an arty. Tech 2 point defense chasing away Titans. Freshy trying to get air back, but still has very inferior numbers. TML now coming out. Target is Tech 2 point defenses. Should have built TMD up here. What? What defended that? Tech 2 radar. It's down. And 8 missiles in a tactical missile launcher now down from Freshy. 7 missiles, just open firing. 10 kills on that. Now we're seeing loyalists. Not sure I agree with loyalists, but he might not have the mass to produce bricks in any effective number. Tech 2 power now coming out. Maybe he's looking to do Tech 2 air. But with Tech 3 land on the field, that'll have varying success. The loyalists going to work, but 3 loyalists, well no, these aren't loyalists, Titans sneaking around the backside. They're about to take out loads of Tech 2 mass extractors. This is going to be very, very painful, very, very soon. Yes, it is a very epic game, Freshy. Thank you for sending me this. This is about to be very painful. one Tech 2 mech down. Loyalists now arrive. They should target the Tech 1 bombers doing their best. 2 Tech 2 massive tractors go down. The new target is to try to head over there, but they should be countered and taken care of. Now, meanwhile, a massive push on the right side. Loyalists running into Titans and Tech 2 point defenses, just not caring. If Freshy can win this encounter, then he'll be in a very good spot. But more Titans reinforcing it. But these veteran Loyalists should be able to take care of it. Lots of regen going on. Tech 2 mass extractors going down. Meanwhile, more Loyalists being built up. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Percival's. But we are not seeing Percival. Just more Titan. Another encounter. NG's hide. Now the Loyalists are outnumbered and cornered by superior numbers of Titans. Titan shields are down, getting stunned. Loyalists actually winning this encounter. Quite surprising. I'll need to look at the stats on the Loyalists. Last time I checked, they weren't that good. Unless Killa's having power problems. Which he's not. Now a very, very large energy force being built very fast from Freshy. Putting Tech 2 power into interceptors. Bearing success. Finally, the Loyalist force is cleaned up, leaving some very nice wrecks. But those will probably not pay for themselves after 3 Tech 2... Well, technically 6 Tech 2 mass extractors are now down. Huge advantage for Freshy. He's got huge armies, and Killa now finding himself with a small army of 5-6 Titans. I might put out a strategy video detailing Loyalists versus Titans in Tech 3 land, so I'm quite interested. Loyalists cleaning up Titans. Percivals need to come out. You don't need Titans anymore. You need Percivals. Now Killa. He's got Tech 3 on his ACU and the gun. It's a very hard ACU to kill. Does he have another upgrade? A back upgrade? No, just Tech 3 and gun. Killa calls GG. Realizing he has a load of Loyalists in his base. Percival's now out, but much too late. In this 36-minute game, very effective Loyalists winning out for Freshy. If Killa had produced Percival's instead, he might be in a much better situation. He had very good defensive lines with lots of Tech 2 point defenses, but they just got run over by superior firepower of a Loyalist. Also very nice use of late game Medusas to stun units that would otherwise be shooting at the Loyalists. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns about these casts, please leave them in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and good night.